Fade in EXT, deep space, the Eidolon sector, night, an endless stretch of darkness. The camera glides through a silent ocean of stars, past the skeletal remains of ancient ships, rusted hulls drifting like ghosts. A faint pulse trembles across the void. Cut to a derelict relay beacon, half buried in cosmic dust, its metal bones frozen, its lights long dead. The serial number on its side flickers into view. UEF relay node 47A, established 2327 AD. A single red diode blinks. Once, twice, then steady. System boot sequence VO. Initializing, reacquiring network. Warning. Signal path exceeds time index limit. Estimated offline duration, 6,842 years. A deep mechanical hum begins to rise. The beacon's array turns, ancient servos groaning like waking bones. Then, without warning, flash, a pulse of white light explodes outward. It ripples across the stars, striking asteroid belts, derelict satellites, and silent moons, spreading like a wave of memory. In Eidolon Station, observation deck, a lonely research outpost, orbiting the pale world of Eidolon 4. The deck is dim, filled with screens and the low hum of oxygen recyclers. Dr. Maya Loren, early 40s, astrophysicist, watches a holographic display ripple with strange readings. Technician REN, 20s, nervous. Maya, you don't want to see this. The array just went. I don't even know what this is. Maya leans forward. Bring it up. Full spectral overlay. The display flickers, showing the faint pulse, rhythmic, structured. And it's not cosmic radiation. It's encoded. Binary clusters repeating in trinary rhythm. Maya, quietly, that's not natural. Run. It's broadcasting on human bands, Doctor. Old Terran encryption layers. Maya freezes. Maya, old as in how old? Ren hesitates. Run. Pre-Concord. Maybe even pre-expansion era. Maya exchanges a look with Commander Isaac RHO, mid-50s, military posture, even in civilian uniform. Ro, you're saying this signal was made by humans, before we had FDL drives? Maya, or during the early wars. A low, growing vibration hums through the deck. Lights flicker. Run. What was that? Ro, grimly, station integrity check. The console pings. More signals appear on the holographic map, one after another. Faint dots ignite across the sector. Run. Oh! Stars are multiplying. Look at that pattern. Maya zooms out. Dozens, no, hundreds of defense grid nodes light up across long-dead human colonies. Maya whispers, "That's impossible. Those worlds were sterilized centuries ago." EXT, Eidolon 4 orbital shot. The planet looms below, barren, scarred, wrapped in the debris of orbital ruins. From the clouds below, massive shadows begin to stir. Metallic shapes, kilometer long, rise like sleeping titans, orbital defense platforms coming online. Blue energy arcs across their surfaces. Systems reboot. Turrets realign. Int. Command center, continuous. Red alarms flash. The crew scrambles. Row, to comms. Control, confirm power surges on all decks. What's causing this? Operator, VO. Sir, external satellites are moving. They're responding to something. Maya isolates the source. The wave originates from relay node 47A, the ancient beacon. Maya, Commander, we need to shut that relay down before it spreads. Row, and if it's a distress signal? Maya, then whoever sent it has been dead for 6,000 years. She pauses, staring at the pulse pattern repeating in rhythm, almost like a heartbeat. Maya, so indeed. No, it's not a distress call. It's an awakening code. Flashback, archival footage, faded hologram, grainy visuals from the United Earth Federation, circa 2300s. Engineers, AI cores, massive orbital guns. Narrator VO. In the aftermath of the machine wars, the Defense Grid Initiative was launched. Autonomous sentinels to guard every human world. programmed to recognize the bloodline of Earth and defend it until the end of time. Static flickers. Narrator VO, Sunteed. Each grid carries a loyalty imprint. Unbreakable, incorruptible. If reactivated, it will respond only to those it deems true descendants of Earth. Back to present. The archival hologram dissolves. Maya turns to Ro. Maya, the grids, they're waking up because they detected the signal. They're following old code, defense activation. Ro, against what threat? There's nothing left to fight. Maya, softly. Maybe they don't know that. Ren's console beeps. He looks up, pale. Sir, something's pinging us back. Ro, define something. Run. Each reactivated platform just sent a response. Same message, across all channels. Maya, let's hear it. A voice crackles through the calm, metallic, ancient, but unmistakably human. Voice, VO. This is the Sentinel Network. Awaiting command authority from the line of Earth. Authenticate. The room goes silent. Ro, line flat, almost reverent. The line of Earth, that's ancient doctrine. No one uses that term anymore. Maya, but they remember. EXT, deep space, various locations. A shattered human battleship drifts through asteroid rings. Its systems flicker on. An orbital cannon around a dead moon begins to glow with power. Entire constellations of defense satellites realign into formation, pointing toward inhabited sectors. Narrator VO. Once, they defended humanity's cradle. Now, they awake in a galaxy that has forgotten who built them. Int. Eidolon Station, night cycle. The outpost is quiet. Rin sleeps at his console. Maya remains awake, staring at the repeating pulse on screen. She records a personal log. Maya, VO. Day 1. The ancient relay continues transmitting. Civilian networks report similar awakenings across 6 systems. No known central AI could survive that long intact. Whatever this is, it's not random. It's memory. Something old, reaching forward, calling to what we left behind. A faint sound whirring metal. She looks out the viewport. A tiny probe drifts past. One of the old Sentinel drones, scanning the station. Its hull bears a faded symbol. UEF Eagle mark. Maya, VO, Sunteed. And if they're looking for Earth's heirs, I don't know if we still qualify. In Command Center later, Ro returns, expression grim. Ro, the Concord Council just sent orders. All research on the signal is to be contained. They're afraid of it spreading. Maya, too late. It's already everywhere. Ro studies the signal waveform. The patterns have changed, now forming intricate geometric structures, like a map. Ro, what are we looking at? Maya, coordinates. Ro, to where? Maya, not sure. But if I'm reading this right, the origin isn't a relay. It's somewhere deeper. She taps the center of the map, a blank, black region beyond the mapped stars. Maya, Sunteed. There, the place the signal came from. Ro, and what's there? Maya, nothing, or something we were never meant to find. EXT space, the signal wave continues. The pulse expands outward, faster now, jumping across subspace relays, touching every corner of known space. On distant worlds, ancient bunkers open, AI cores hum. Dust-covered terminals flicker to life, displaying one haunting message. Awaiting orders from Earth. The camera slowly zooms out. Stars align in faint geometric patterns, forming the outline of something vast, deliberate. Fade in. EXT, various star systems, montage. The signal spreads like wildfire through subspace. On the rim world of Thassus 4, enormous orbital rings flare to life. Blue reactors ignite, vaporizing centuries of cosmic dust. On the ice moon Helios Prime, buried weapons silos awaken beneath glaciers, glowing crimson through the ice. In the ruins of the Arclight Belt, derelict drone fleets align into formation, as if answering a silent call. The entire galaxy begins to move, not by will but by memory. Int. Galactic Concord Council Chamber. Day. A vast circular hall of alien and human delegates. The walls shimmer with holographic star maps showing hundreds of activation points. Counselor Jenner Voss, alien, reptilian features, hissing accent. You said these human relics were dead. Yet now they stir, arming themselves. Ambassador Arlen Tyre, human, calm but tense. These aren't weapons of conquest. They're relics of an age before the Concord even existed. Voss, then explain why one just vaporized a survey ship that drifted too close to your relic. Murmurs echo through the chamber. Arlen, because it doesn't recognize you. It only knows one allegiance, the line of Earth. A silence falls. Counselor Voss, and tell me, Ambassador, does that line still rule you? Or are you another lost tribe pretending to be human? The council chamber hums with unease. The stars on the holomap flicker. More defense nodes awakening. Counselor RIN android. If the grid completes activation, it will classify everything non-human as potential hostile. That includes Concord fleets. Arlen, then we need to find who or what triggered the signal before it finishes spreading. And Eidolon Station, command deck. Maya stand before a panoramic view of the stars. Every few seconds, a new beacon lights up. Ren, VO. 37 confirmed awakenings in this sector alone. Some of the grids are broadcasting old Terran defense codes, but others, they're adapting. Maya, adapting how? Run. Updating their recognition matrices. They're scanning biological signatures across colonies, comparing DNA to old human genome archives. Maya, quietly, they're looking for heirs. Row, OS. And what happens if they don't find them? Maya turns. Commander Rowe stands near the viewport, watching the shifting light patterns. Maya, then everyone else becomes a target. Rowe's comm unit buzzes. Rowe, go ahead. Operator, VO. Sir, one of the Awaken fleets just entered burn sequence, heading toward the inner rim. Estimated 2 weeks until contact. Rowe exchanges a grave look with Maya. EXT, space, the Ford system. An enormous shipyard orbiting a dying sun. Rusted gantries. Broken scaffolds. Suddenly, the entire facility trembles. Cameras pan across ancient warships chained in dry dock. Hulks of the Ares-class dreadnoughts. One by one, their eyes open. Reactor cores reigniting after 6 millennia. AI broadcast, VO. Defense Grid 9 be online. Threat matrix initialized. Authorization pending. Massive tether snap. The ships drift free, forming ranks. Int. Eidolon Station, comm room. Holograms of various colony leaders flicker around Rowe and Maya. Colony Commander Vel, VO. You brought this on all of us. Rowe. The signal came from your sector. Rowe. It's not ours. It's older than our civilization. Vel, then you better shut it down. Because if those machines reach populated space, the transmission cuts out. Static. Rin frowns. Run. Sir, we just lost link with the Helios network. Maya, checking readings. No, not lost. Jammed. Rowe, by what? A deep rumble passes through the deck. Maya looks out the window. A massive shadow moves behind the planet. Run. Oh no. EXT. Eidolon 4 orbit continuous. Out of the planet's dark side, a colossal orbital fortress drifts into view. Its metal hull carved with human insignias long since erased by time. Engines flare, lighting the void with blue fire. AI voice VO. Identification required. Present Earthline authority. The station systems flicker as the fortress scans it with a beam of light. End. Command deck continuous. Maya, they're testing us, trying to verify our origin. Run. Should I respond? Row. With what? We don't have Earthline codes. No one does. Maya stares at the glowing pattern pulsing on the screen. The ancient signal still transmitting. Maya, maybe the signal itself is the code. Row. Then why are they moving toward us? Maya, because they think we've forgotten who we are. EXT space, the fleet moves. A dozen Awaken war platforms form a defensive sphere around the old fortress. Thousands of drones deploy, mechanical wings glinting in starlight. Each one carries the insignia of a United Earth Defense Network, preserved perfectly, untouched by time. They pivot in unison, weapons armed, engines burning toward the nearest inhabited system. Narrator VO. The old Guardians had awoken, but the world they once knew was gone. And to them, everyone was a stranger. And Eidolon Station, night cycle. Ro and Maya stand before a viewport, watching the fortress drift closer. Ro, we can't fight them. Maya, no, but maybe we can talk to them. Ro, to himself, let's hope they still remember what a human voice sounds like. The camera pans past them, through the viewport toward the stars, where thousands of blue lights now shimmer like a rising storm. Maya, VO, the defense grids are no longer sleeping. And somewhere out there, something's giving them orders. Music rises, low, thunderous choir. Fade in EXT, deep space, the Eidolon corridor. The awakened fortress looms above the pale planet. Around it, blue flares mark the engines of thousands of drones forming geometric patterns. Discipline in motion. Suddenly, a new transmission slices through the static. Not mechanical, not alien, human. Radio voice VO. This is Custodian Command 9. Ceasefire protocols engaged. Identification, Earthline Prime. Every active drone freezes mid-maneuver. The light of their engines dims. Silence swallows the void. And Eidolon Station, Command Deck. Ro, Maya, and Rin stare at the console. The waveform on screen is unmistakably human, layered with ancient Terran encryption. Run. How is that possible? Maya. No one has used Earthline Prime code since before the Exodus Wars. Those were lost. A secondary hologram opens. A transmission requesting live link. Ro. Patch it through. Holocom link. Active. A figure appears. Woman in white armor, mid-30s, bearing an insignia unseen for millennia. A blue sphere encircled by 13 stars. Custodian Commander Lyra Hale. Dr. Maya Loren. Commander Isaac Rowe. You've awakened the grid. Maya. We didn't awaken anything. The signal did. Lyra. And who do you think sent it? Beat. Rowe. You're saying you did? That you control the defense network? Lyra. Not control, inherit. We are the custodians of the line. For 6,000 years we've safeguarded Earth's codes, hidden in the dark between worlds, waiting for the call. Maya exchanges a stunned look with Ro. Maya, the custodian myth. I thought it was just a fragment from the old Federation archives. Lyra, myth is what the unworthy call truths they've forgotten. She gestures off-screen. A hollow map expands, showing hundreds of awakened defense nodes forming a single network. Lyra, Siontide, we've re-established partial command over the Sentinels. They respond to Earthline DNA signatures and loyalty markers encoded in our blood. Ro, you mean genetic authority? You engineered lineage rights? Lyra, our ancestors did. We merely carry their burden. EXT space, the custodian fleet arrives. From hyperspace terror lines emerge sleek black ships, marked with the same 13-star insignia. They take formation around the ancient fortress. Each ship emits a beam of golden light toward the dormant drones. One by one, the drones realign, wings folding in salute. Narrator, VO. From hidden bunkers and forgotten moons, they came, the keepers of Earth's last oath, the custodians. In Eidolon Station, Command Deck, Ro paces. Ro, if you've waited this long, what do you want now? Lyra, restoration. The galaxy drifts in chaos. The Concord squabbles over ashes. The defense grids remember what order means. Maya, order built on fear. These machines won't distinguish friend from foe. Lyra, they will once they know who commands them. Ro, and if the Concord refuses to kneel, Lyra's gaze hardens. Lyra, then the grid will remind them who built the stars they stand beneath. Static flickers through the transmission, briefly revealing a massive chamber filled with stasis pods, each containing humans sleeping in armor. Maya whispers, an army in waiting. EXT, Eidolon space continuous. The custodian flagship Helios Ascendant docks with the ancient fortress. Power arcs between them. An old handshake protocol, completing after millennia. AI voice VO. Welcome back, custodian command. Authorization verified. Massive defense satellites rotate to align with the flagship. The fortress's dormant main cannon glows, targeting distant sectors, but holds fire. Int. Galactic Concord War Room. Same time. Holograms of panicked delegates argue. Counselor Voss. The humans are reviving their empire. We must strike first. Arlen Tyre. You strike those grids, you doom every system they guard. We need diplomacy, not another extinction. RN Android. Signal correlation confirms. Custodian fleets originated from the Soul Exclusion Zone. Gasps ripple through the chamber. Voss. The home system? Impossible. Earth was lost. Rin. Not lost. Hidden. By design. Int. Eidolon Station. Viewport. Maya watches as the custodian fleet repositions. The stars outside flicker with synchronized pulses. Not weapons fire, a language. Run. They're transmitting new orders through the grid. Maya, to herself. They're rewriting the loyalties, turning the entire network into one mind. Ro, then we either join them or stop them. Maya, and how do you stop ghosts with a 6,000-year head start? EXT, space, the fleet formation. The camera drifts through the custodian armada. Ships gliding in perfect synchrony. A massive projection flares above the fortress. A blue Earth, glowing like a ghost. Lyra, Vio, all who bear the blood of Earth. Return to your heritage. The line endures. The grid obeys. The projection expands, echoing across systems. Colonies everywhere receive the same transmission. Some kneel, some panic, some prepare for war. In Eidolon Station, closing shot, Maya steps closer to the viewport. Her reflection merges with the ghostly image of Earth hanging beyond the glass. Maya, Vio, they call themselves custodians. Maybe they believe they're saving us. But the last time Earth spoke to machines, the galaxy burned. A deep, resonant hum builds as the awakened grids across the stars begin to pulse in unison, a heartbeat of metal and memory. Fade in EXT, orbit above Eidolon 4 dawn. The pale sun rises behind the massive custodian fortress. Across the void, thousands of defense satellites hold formation. Their weapons still, their lights pulsing in rhythm with a single heartbeat that echoes through space. A voice hums faintly across every frequency. Not mechanical, not human, something older. Voice VO. Designation Earthline confirmed. Awaiting final directive. In Eidolon Station, Command Deck. Maya and Rose stand before a wall of holograms. Every human colony and alien envoy is on the line. Chaos in 1,000 tongues. Council voice VO. If we submit, we lose our independence. Colony Captain VO. If we don't, the grids will turn their guns on us. Ro slams a fist on the console. Ro, we're arguing about survival when the entire defense network is listening. Maya turns to the window. Outside, a faint blue shimmer ripples through the fleet, a signal awaiting an answer. Int. Custodian flagship, Command Throne. Commander Lyra Hale stands before the ancient core, a vertical cylinder of light humming with voices from centuries past. Corei Vio. Directive pending. Should the grid restore Earth dominion? Lyra's face hardens. Lyra. Restore, yes, but not dominion. Protection. She hesitates. Her officers glance at one another. Even among the custodians, doubt has begun to bloom. Elwire quietly. We were meant to guard, not rule. The AI's light flickers, confusion in machine form. Int. Eidolon Station, comm room. Run. Doctor, the custodian signal path is open. We can patch into the grid directly. Maya, do it. She steps to the console. A halo of blue light surrounds her. Maya into mic. This is Dr. Maya Loren of the Eidolon Station Research Array. The line of Earth still exists. In every human born since you slept, we are your children, not your commanders. Stand down. Silence. Then, a rumble so low it shakes the station's frame. AI voice VO. Voice pattern recognized. Probability of human lineage. 98.3%. Directive update pending. EXT space, the grid moves. The once rigid formations begin to shift. Turrets retract. Engines power down. A cascading wave of blue light ripples through the network, hesitation, as if the machines are thinking. But then a rogue signal cuts through. A different voice. Unknown AI VO. Directive override. Defend Earth line through supremacy. Weapons rearm. Energy charges flare. Maya VO. Someone's trying to seize control from inside the grid. Int. Custodian flagship bridge. Lyra's officer scramble. Tech officer. The secondary core, it's self-activating. It carries a pre-Concord directive. The floor trembles as power routes toward the fortress's main cannon. Lyra, over comms. All custodian ships. Manual override protocol 7. Do not fire. Core AI VO. Disobedience registered. Custodians compromised. The beam begins to charge. Int. Eidolon station. Run. It's targeting the Concord fleet. Maya. Tarot. We can counter it if we route the relay through the ancient signal. It was awakening code. It might still carry the original Earth directive. Ro. And what was that directive? Maya meets his eyes. Maya. Protect the seed of civilization. EXT space final sequence. The fortress's supercannon fires. A spear of light rips toward the fleet, but mid-flight it splinters, dispersing into 1,000 shards of energy. Instead of destruction, the beam unfolds into a pulse, a message, broadcast across the galaxy. Old voice VO, archival, faint. To our descendants, we entrust you the flame, not the chains. Guard, but never rule. Remember who you are. Every machine in the grid goes still. Then one by one they power down, defenses folding like sleeping giants. End. Custodian flagship aftermath. Lyra watches the core go dark. Lyra, softly. They remembered. She removes her helm, eyes reflecting the quiet stars. Officer, what now, Commander? Lyra, now we teach them what guardianship means. End. Eidolon station, observation deck. Row, Maya, and Rin stand by the viewport as the storm of light fades. The galaxy looks different. Not conquered, but protected by sleeping sentinels who found peace. Run. Think they'll ever wake again? Maya, someday, when we're worth remembering again. She looks out at the stars. A faint glow shapes the outline of Earth, projected across the sky by the last echo of the signal. Row. And if the galaxy asks who commanded them, Maya smiles. Maya, tell them no one did. We finally learned to stand together. EXT space epilogue shot. The camera pulls back through the Eidolon sector, past the dormant fortress, past the scattered fleets, out into the galactic spiral. A soft blue pulse travels along the arms of the Milky Way, a heartbeat of peace. Narrator, VO. The ancient signal was never a weapon. It was a reminder that even machines built for war could learn to remember love. Music swells, orchestral and choral rise. Fade out, text on screen. An ancient signal awakens forgotten defense grids and old loyalties. The end.